What's up, y'all? DigiNerds here, and we are here with a great locals game. My boy David.
Yeah, we got this Shoutmon XRos Heart versus Examon going on here. I'm playing the Examon on the left. Starting out pretty simple, hatching the egg, playing the Davis. Gonna grab that Dracomon and that Wingdramon.
Imagine getting Davis from the beginning of the game. Couldn't be me. Could not be me being that lucky getting any of my tamers in my first hand.
Yeah, and then because he gave us so much memory, get to play the Dracomon also. And we get to grab that Examon. And I think we also grabbed the Wingdramon. Okay, yeah, we grabbed the Wingdramon.
I hope you grabbed the Wingdramon here. That'd be kind of troll if you didn't.
Alright, so he's just going to do standard plays over there. You know, he's going to swing. As XRos Heart does, you know, it's actually a great deck, this format. I'm excited to play it myself, but over here he just takes his time. I think this was one of his first times playing the deck. He kind of just built it. I was playing.
Which makes it, this is not one of the official matches. This is just the a nice for fun match that they had to warm up before the games for the actual locals started here. In which we can talk about that also. David here. Tell them what you did, David.
Well, I took Examon and I placed third. Only lost once, and it was to the guy that won. That was that grandest deck profile that we put up earlier. Go look at that.
Yes, go check out that grandest profile. It wrecked David. Wrecked his booty.
No, it was actually a pretty good match. But
no, shut up. Wrecked your booty.
Anyway, he swung into security again with that Shoutmon, and then it died because we had 6 in the stack. Alright, but it gives us a 3 memory there because of Davis. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into Quartermon. Didn't have a whole lot here. I had all my pieces, but I was missing something specific. I think I was missing my level 4s. So yeah. Alright, but yeah, he kind of pops off here. He's able to do a whole lot if you watch this turn. He's thinking about what to do, but he's about to pop off. Again, he does take his time. It's his first time playing this deck.
Yeah, you can kind of tell he thinks a lot during these turns, but you know, it's not time, so it's not though it matters too much. Honestly, I've been playing against this deck. I keep running into it. I actually just recently played an online tournament myself with Mastermon and placed 4th. I went 2-1, and this is the deck that beat me. 2-0'd me, straight up.
Yeah, you had some troubles playing when you played against this guy yourself.
Yeah, we actually did a few games. I think we did 2 games or 3 games here.
Yeah.
Against him, against Mastermon, and he just rolled right over me. I was and in my yellow hybrid deck, he's also rolled right over that.
Yeah, you just hadn't figured out how to play the deck yet, play against the deck yet. But he gave us 4 memory over there. I think I was trying to decide what to do. I was trying to decide if I just wanted to slam down the Wingdramon or not, and I think I do end up just deciding to do that and go straight into Examon because I didn't have all of my pieces. I don't think. I think what was I missing? I was missing something. Yeah, I was missing. Oh no, I wasn't. Why was I taking forever to do that? Oh, he had never played Examon, so he asked what it did, and I had to show him that I could do the level 5s and go into the level 7, the DNA Digivolve. He was not ready for that. I don't know why it took so long to decide to do that play, but for some reason I did, and he did not understand how it worked.
Yeah, that moment.
So it takes a moment to read what both Slayerdramon and Examon does, and he wasn't entirely thrilled about it.
Who is?
But so I took a little while to decide to do that play, but now it's his turn, and he's about to see why Slayerdramon is just so gas. We're about to have the full combo on my end, and then we're gonna tap the as soon as it's the start of main. I was waiting for him to let me know. And then here we're going to tap the Breakdramon. We're going to suspend something to force him to attack. And we didn't really care at this point because we were going to just trash security and block with Examon. And suspend one of his greens.
freaking gas, man.
Just
what do you do? Like, what does he do?
I mean, at this point, I mean, he's depends on what's in his hand. I mean, he can still definitely recover from this. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot because when you use those pieces to go into your higher Shoutmons, you're no longer suspended. Because you can also use the ones underneath the tamers, which aren't suspended anyway. It's almost like a DNA Digivolve, but not.
Yeah. Well, one of them gives him rush, and that's what like is so good.
Yeah.
Is that Shoutmon will get a rush, and it's so broken.
I think he goes into 4 there, Shoutmon 4 there, and then he gets that search ability. And he's trying to decide what to add. Again, one of his first few times playing the deck does take a while to decide. Doesn't know how to do all the combos smoothly yet, so he's deciding what to do. I mean, what do you do when you're facing down a Examon and a Breakdramon?
You cry. You just cry.
And then so he is in a predicament. He's trying to decide what to do. I don't think he had the bigger play here. Otherwise, I think he would have done it.
Yeah, I just don't think he's at that point yet, right?
Yeah, I think he's missing a piece.
Top right now, so
yeah, I think he's missing a piece. Because he tapped all of his tamers. Yeah, he just plays the green, passes turn. I go to 3, unsuspend, get that draw, and I think we start building up something in the back, if I'm not mistaken, or not.
Or not.
No. Oh yeah, we swing here to trash the security.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just get rid of something off the board because we don't know what he's gonna have next, and then I think we just do it again with Examon.
Swing twice with Examon, or swing once.
We definitely swing at least once.
And then you do swing.
Yeah.
Twice.
Swing twice with Examon.
Did that not check a security, or is he asked questions?
He was definitely asking some questions, I believe.
Was it a blocker?
Yes. I do believe he had some sort of blocker.
Who'd you tap with Examon? That green?
No, I tapped that with Examon.
Okay.
Because he had one of his greens suspended. I swung into it and suspended that Shoutmon X4.
Oh man, the unsuspend.
Yeah.
Gave you piercing?
Yep.
Yeah. Dirty. How you liking that addition right there for that deck? Usually a lot of people don't run that card.
Well, I like it just because it, in situations like this, you can you feel great swinging with the Breakdramon and getting that swing over something, suspend it, and then you unsuspend the Breakdramon so that you have it next turn to get that double suspend again with the Slayerdramon ability. And then we just blue memory boost. Just feel sad to see Ice Hole go to the bottom, but we just grabbed something. We had to end our turn some way.
At that point, I feel like he should just be swinging with the piercing, right?
Well, at that point, I don't think I didn't know what to expect him to have in the hand or what he was going to do, and so I wanted to be able to have Examon at least up to be able to protect my security if I absolutely had to, and to potentially protect himself because I didn't know what he was running in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, you would have Examon up still. You just don't. I mean, you don't have to use Slayerdramon effect, right? You just keep Examon up so if he can block.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have swung one more time with the Examon, he would.
I'm talking about with the Breakdramon just swung.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
because you would put the pressure on because you don't have 2, so that means you wouldn't game next turn if he doesn't get rid of your Examon and Breakdramon.
I mean, either way, I still I think I have game next turn.
What's that? Yeah, he has 3 security, so you don't have anything raising. I think you're one shot.
I'm waiting for him currently to go to the main phase so I can get rid of that last security. So then either way, in my turn, it's going to be game because that's 3 swings and 2 security left now. Again, so that's one of the things that you got to realize with this deck. You don't have to. You're not like a super fast tempo deck with Examon. You kind of let them do what they want. Yeah, this is when he finally was able to pop off his big boy, the Shoutmon 7, right here. And he didn't know, he was trying to find all the pieces from underneath everything, but then he realized that it didn't really matter at this point because he could not swing over the Examon.
Yeah.
Because Examon, as soon as he's tapped, he's going to go to 17, so we got both those pieces underneath him. Or, sorry, 16. 16, not 17. We only got one of the pieces underneath him. And he could not get around it because Examon could block it, and he didn't want to die. Because either way, if you try to swing at either security or Breakdramon, we're just going to block with the Examon and delete.
Examon is a problem for him, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when he's suspended goes to 16.
Yeah.
I mean, Examon's a problem for anybody, and then we're just going to tap him. Or he doesn't have anything to tap, but he's trying to decide what to do. He didn't, because again, he was like, it took him a minute because again, Examon.
Examon is indeed crazy like this, and you have a memory boost in there too. Next turn it's just sad for him. I mean, he has to play some type of option to get rid of you at this point because not swinging through. You're going to block it. I mean, what does he like? What do you do, right?
Yeah, no, and unfortunately this deck, with Xros Heart being so tight because of all the tamers you have to play and all of your pieces that you have to play, so it makes it consistent, you don't really play any option cards, to be completely honest. You barely play any, if any at all, just because the deck space is so tight. But you have Digimon that do a lot of different things, especially in your inherited abilities, which is why it's so gas. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the ability to swing over an Examon that goes to 16.
Yeah, and when you think about it, it's like, dang, how does this deck ever get around an Examon once it's on board, huh?
It's very difficult. If they don't have Examon built to gain security, you can at least to gain DP, you can at least crash with it at the best. Unless you're playing a tech of option cards. But again, this format, you're not seeing too many Examon players, to be completely honest. You are going to see more of your Black War Greymons, your Xros Hearts, and so people aren't really building to play around the Examon right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he just finally decides to swing, and then we'll block, and he just dies. He didn't know what to do, but unfortunately, it took him forever to make that play. Again, now he's just trying to decide what he saves, what he doesn't save.
That is a crazy mechanic. Let me just save all these and then use them again to play another one.
Yeah, put them underneath your tamer to tap the tamer later to be able to play them. I mean, it's completely crazy. And then here he's trying to decide. He's got some other stuff in his hand that he could do, and trying to see if it's even worth it at this point. Because he knows next turn, as soon as if he passes here, he's gonna lose. But I guess he tries to keep going. Gotta give him that.
Search for something, I guess, huh?
Yeah. And there's the regular X7. And he adds to hand, passes turn. I go to 3, unsuspend, and then we just make it real simple. He's already got a Digimon suspended. We're gonna swing into the suspended Digimon and trash one of the 2 security. He saves it, and then we just let Examon swing twice. Yep, tamer, and then swing in for game. And then we go to game 2.
Yeah, very clean. I don't see the counterplay of what he could do once you have Examon on the field with both the gain. I know the Shoutmon has the ability to pop a card on the field that's higher Digivolve for, that's higher DP than, but I don't know why he didn't do that.
Well, the problem was that Examon was, even if he would have done that, Examon did have the evade, and so he could have evaded it, and the best thing he could have done there was get rid of the Breakdramon. I mean, he could have popped the Breakdramon, but I don't know why he didn't do it. He could have attempted, but he didn't. All right, so this is game 2. He makes me go first. Again, always hatching the egg. Digivolve down that below. I don't think we had a great hand this turn, but you do see we have the Davis
right there.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and slap down that Davis.
First turn.
You gotta play the Davis. Sad to see Megadeth.
Fuck you, Megadeth.
But we do get another Dracomon and Groundramon. I think this game, it's a little bit closer, just because I think I take a little bit longer to actually get all of my pieces. But again, he doing what Shoutmon does, playing those tamers, getting those dig deeps. this deck is something to be is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, if you can't handle the speed of the deck, I mean, it can mollywop a lot of decks.
Honestly, so true. This deck can just blow through with all the rush tactics. I had one guy literally swung me 3 times with Digimon on play in one turn. Like, it was insane. All with the rush, all with the getting rush. It was not good for me. I was not a happy camper.
Yeah, and again, this is his first time playing the deck, so he doesn't. I think he misses a lot of things, and I don't think I haven't played the deck. I haven't played the deck yet myself, and I'm waiting for to play it myself to be able to. I couldn't make any recommendations to him.
We do have that stuff on order, and those deck profiles are coming, and those gameplay videos will be coming as well. Not only Shoutmon, but we also have Air Digimon.
The Old Force Digimon coming.
Old Force Digimon, yes.
And then potentially Bloomlord. We have Bloomlord Bond.
Bloomlord, and we have a Grandis, which is not the exact deck profile we see, but it's quite close.
Quite close, yeah. I mean, his deck profile was gas. Not gonna lie, but
that's the game. It seems like you're not really. Yeah, it seems like you haven't gotten your pieces yet.
Yeah, he went ahead and swung at security. Died with as you saw his last turn. Having that ground Dramon in there. Again, we played the core Dramon just to try and get some, Digi-Evolution. Then we played the Dracomon at the end just to try and get a little bit deeper into our draw, see if we can find something. So go ahead and plays the other tamer, passes the turn. I think now, I have all the pieces I need because I think that turn I drew into Examon, if I'm not mistaken. But I think I was trying to last a little bit longer, but I didn't because I wanted the Slayer Dramon, but I had 2 Break Dramons, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I still had I had
Slayer
the
Dramon, huh?
I had it backwards. I had the Slayer Dramon. That's right. I had Slayer Dramon, didn't have Examon, and didn't have anything else really other than him, and I wanted to put some sort of pressure on the board.
Yeah, you were getting outpaced right there, so I think that was the right idea here. Get the pressure, get the extra draw, keep digging down, because at the end of the day, you can get a level 5 still. It's still going to your Examon.
Yeah, and I think I know I have the another ground Dramon in hand, and I have to play the Slayer Dramon so I could get the Examon out. Because I didn't have my Wing Dramon at this point. So I went all the way up to Slayer Dramon, get some pressure out, and I think I have the Ground Dramon next turn that I slam down to go into the Examon. Because I'm pretty sure I have Examon in hand.
Makes sense. And you have a free hit with that level 3. Start, dwindling him down on his security here. Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, right, they don't even have any big security things to hit. I think when I was playing against, the biggest thing I hit were just big Shoutmons.
Yeah. I think their biggest one, though, by itself is 11.
Yeah.
And Slayer Dramon, starts out at 12. And then we got the Baby Dramon underneath him. So when he unsuspends, he gets that extra 1,000 going to 13. So again, it's pretty crazy how high some of these Digimon get.
Love to see it when you play against Black War Greymon or any
Greymon deck. Absolutely. I mean, they'd be swinging hard.
Swinging for like 23k. Like, what'd you say to me just now? 23. No.
Yeah.
No.
But
thank you.
He goes on a big combo right here, and if I'm not mistaken, he grabs that, and he's trying to decide what else he's gonna grab from this draw.
Look at all these tamers. What if you had Death X in your hand? That should be free. Literally.
It'd be crazy. That's what this deck hard loses to, is Death X.
I wish I dropped the Death X on a guy. He did not care. He just played. That's when he played 3 in a turn. I said, what in the world is happening here?
I mean, sometimes if you have the nutty combo, you have the nutty combo.
Yeah.
I mean, again, this deck can play through a lot of things. And there he does pop my Dracomon, passing the turn. And then that hatch the egg. Let's see, what do we do here? I see the Ice Wall in hand.
Yeah, the dirty combo here where you put your opponent at like 1, they don't have a memory timer, and you ice wall, and then you Slayer Drum on them. So you go to 0, you ice wall for 1, and then you Slayer Drum on them, make them attack on the start of their turn, and so you go back on your turn.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I've definitely done that before, and here I go ahead and swing, get the unsuspend and swing again.
Nice.
So we're at 13, swinging at the second time. And he's got to read it. Oh, I think his Digimon had higher DP than me, and I had to evade that death right there. That's what that was.
Ice wall?
So yeah, we go ice wall. We finally play it, and then hard slam the ground Dramon. Like I said, we had it, and I just wanted to try and put some more pressure on there, get that swing in, and then DNA Digivolve into the Examon, get that draw, play the break Dramon, and we don't put anything underneath it just because we didn't really need it, and we do have a little mishap here. I think we do forget the ice wall, even though we
I've seen you do that so many times.
Yeah,
forget your ice wall.
I think we forgot the ice wall right here and forgot to move the memory, and then we move it later, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
To correct for that.
And I think one thing you can do that I see people do is that they'll keep the ice wall on play in front of them.
Yeah, I put it right there to try and not forget it, and then we still forgot it.
Put it on the memory, like it's on the memory right now. Like we cannot forget this.
Yeah, and then I still forgot it, but we correct that soon, if I'm not mistaken, because as you can tell, we have not moved it up that 2. He did gain memory a second ago though. And again, he's trying to decide what to do. Oh, this is when he asked me if he could use, because that Digimon can be treated as one or the other. It can be treated as 2 different Digimon. And he wanted to know if it could be used as both as 1 card. And I told him he could not. He could use it as, he could use it as 1 or the other, but he could not use it for that 1 card for both. And because that's the Shoutmon DX. And yep, so he uses both of those. It takes a minute to actually decide what he's going to do here. He takes it, he's like, oh no, let's do it. He decides to try and do it different ways. He takes a second.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still, like there's time to look at this deck and I'm like, man, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, yeah, I mean,
what can this deck do right here?
This deck can do so much, but at the same time, if you don't know how to get rid of the materials correctly and use your resources correctly, I mean, you can kind of gas yourself out. Again, it's a strategy game. You have to learn how to use your resources correctly. And I think right about here is when I realized that we hadn't moved it for ice wall. I think we're getting pretty close, because I realized, like, wait, did we really? And I kind of felt bad. I think right there where I did my hand, maybe not. I guess I haven't realized it yet. Because we do talk about it in a second.
Yeah, I wish I can like shuffle my hand the way some of you guys shuffle your hands. Like, for some reason, I just can't. Like that motion right there, it does not look like that when I shuffle. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, what kind of magic tricks y'all are doing here, but I just cannot shuffle like that.
Oh, here I think we're talking about it. I just pointed with my finger. I think we may be talking about it right now. Did we actually move it? And then I think he says, no, we didn't move it. And then I think we decide to allow it to go through.
That makes the most sense. A lot of stuff has already happened by now. He's already used up all his memory. So yeah, I mean, I would say, after now, I'd be like, well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pointing at Icewell right now. Yeah, we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about it again. So, and then he moves it back. He's trying to decide where all we went with everything. And then so yeah, he's gonna do this one play, and then pass his turn because of the ice wall.
Move your baby up. Do it.
I don't think we do it.
You better do it.
I don't think we do it because we still have the.
You about to win?
Doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but so you have game on board.
I realize it. Yep. That's exactly what it did. We swing into that Digimon, trash one of them. Yep. Trash, unspin, suspend. Yep. And then we just swing for game here.
Awesome, awesome. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this, please drop a like. Let us know if there's in the comments you like these kind of videos. Let's kind of explain what's happening in the game. DigiNerds out. We hope you all have a great day.